Hello, Patreons, and welcome to this episode on, becoming a hard task master for the people who work for you. In the original video, I said that I was going to give you some examples. One of the biggest mistakes I've ever made was actually to trust that people were going to do the work that I asked them to do on time. It just didn't work out at all. At all. The only time that it worked out was with one illustrator, Marlock, who was incredible. I mean, he not just gave me everything before the deadline, but he hit it on pretty much every single time, and then did a bit more work just because he wanted to do it. He was amazing. But I have had issues with layout artists all the time and with some proofreaders, which is not cool. It really isn't. I had, when I published one of the adventures, Cat and Mouse, for in Spain for Couple Press, one of the issues I had is that I asked a friend to do a layout because it was going to be a fairly easy thing to do. It was just taking the text in English and paste the text in Spanish. He was learning to do layout. I thought it would be something fairly easy for him to get into. Months happened, literally months happened, without hearing from him. 3 months, in fact. He wasn't charging me an awful lot to do it. It was just 32 pages, and he was charging me 80 bucks, which wasn't a lot. And I thought that because it wasn't a lot, and he's the one who set the price, by the way, and I gave him what he asked for, I didn't want to press him. You know what happened? At the end, I had to say to him, which was incredibly unprofessional, I said to him, "Don't worry, give me what you have. I'll finish it." What was unprofessional is that he actually did, without finishing the work. There wasn't a lot else to do. But he didn't finish the work. He waited a week to give me that thing unfinished. A week. Something that I later repaired in about 3 hours. 3 months delay because I wasn't on top of him. And the reason for the delays, I don't know either. I genuinely don't know. The second case was with the Cthulhu hack, when I gave the first of the 4 books to a friend to do the layouts because I wanted to give her some work. And I actually paid her 250 euros for doing this work. A lot more than the average, trust me, a lot. I started hearing from her and suddenly communication stopped. I tried WhatsApp, I tried phones, nothing was working. I got a couple of replies, yes, I'm gonna send you something. 2.5 months went by. Now the reason for this is that she was ill. She was seriously ill with her back, and with that and family, she just couldn't do it. She was trying her best, but she wasn't able to do it. And instead of telling me, she tried and tried and tried. Because she didn't want to let me down. She actually let me down quite a lot. Because the project was delayed a lot. I had to finish everything myself. I still paid her, but I had to finish everything myself. Why? Because I wasn't every single week giving her a call to check what was going on. In the case of my other friend, because I didn't even ask for references. I later found out that he's like that with absolutely every project he gets into. He leaves things unfinished. And you know what? That would be okay if I had known. Because I would have said 1 month later on, give me what you have and I will finish it. He would have done 80% of the work and I do 20% of the work. Considering that he's charging on the cheap, I'm okay with that. And the fact is, I absolutely hated having to talk to them about it. I hated rushing them. I really did. Now I don't. Simple as that. If somebody says, I'm going to have this done by this date, I will be checking with them a few days in advance. I want to know if they really are getting on with things, or if there is anything going on. And if somebody comes to the day and they tell me, like it's happened recently, Paco, I'm not going to be able to because of so and so and so, but I'll do it next weekend. If the following weekend they don't say anything, I give that work as lost, completely lost, and find somebody else. And those are the people that I work with. The people who reply and who respond to my needs. Recently, with Campo de Mitos, I did with Keith Mago. He was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you know what? He's going to do the editing of pretty much any and every single book I can. Is he cheap? No. Is he worth it? Every penny. Every single one. So trust me when I tell you this. It pays off to be a bit of a titan and an ogre and rush people. This is not to say that you have to be unpleasant with them, but you have to be firm and you have to make sure that they are going to give you what you're paying them to do. In another episode, I'm going to talk about how to make sure that you get as much from the people you hire as possible. Thank you so much for being there. It is truly and genuinely appreciated. And until the next time, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.